How do you get out of this? Despite all my yearning, yet there are hundreds of motions, positive than negative, driving the universe, crowning with unlimited grace to touch ground, like NASA does with you. In the rerun of 44 by Romney is the second guy I'm choosing again. Do you think that converting evil to good shall not pass through a semi-permeable membrane? Now that cost on UK to insist is death. But I insist either of both of you to die. Barack, your Tony Elumelu is not acting. Neither is the Central Bank of Africa needing any united Bank of Africa before it stands or had stood as Central Bank of Africa. The power of grace goes beyond the law. It is when it is applied from the aspects of renewance from the presence of the Lord, there must be a king. Psalm 109, verse 21. There is a specific 9 and 10 months, of which we have got mainland partitioning going in, Tinubu being the key because he wears his chain or his logo on his cap. Now, in his campaign, everybody had got it. But do that for me. I ain't saying you should lend me for today's view. I was about yesterday. But many people put this in mind. Such mind in King David for thy name's sake. Because the mercy is good. Deliver thou me. 22. For I am poor and needy, and my heart is wounded within me. We've strengthened a lot of people across the world, and then we might not be able to take you all through this. But if we fast and smart our students across the board through NASA semester 1, 2, and 3, it's going on very ready. So 119, verses 1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in the law of the Lord. Galatians 5, verses 4. Christ is become of no effect unto some. Whomever of those people are justified by the same law, we then walk in such law of God, ye are not to fall from grace. There's endless grace in terms of catching up with your studies. There's endless grace in terms of catching up and building and conversating where two or more are gathered. There he is. We have to continue to encourage you. Grace is not for evil. Grace is for good. A continuation, building from the scratch, from the dust. Insist to go through the atom policy station. Don't bring your cases beyond it. It's the only sure way to paradise restoration. So therefore, I'd like to introduce you to these comments.
You don't want to cut defense spending. What I want to ask you, we're talking about financial problems in this country. Where are you going to get the money?
Well, let's come back and talk about the military, but all the way through. First of all, I'm going through from the very beginning. We're going to cut about 5% of the discretionary budget, excluding military. That's number one.
But can you do this without driving
the good news is I'll be happy to have you take a look. Come on our website. You'll look at how we get to a balanced budget within 8 to 10 years. We do it by reducing spending in a whole series of programs. By the way, number one I get rid of is Obamacare. There are a number of things that sound good, but frankly, we just can't afford them. And that one doesn't sound good, and it's not affordable. So I get rid of that one from day one. To the extent humanly possible, we get that out. We take program after program that we don't absolutely have to have, and we get rid of them. Number two, we take some programs that we are going to keep, like Medicaid, which is a program for the poor. We take that health care program for the poor, and we give it to the states to run because states run these programs more efficiently. As a governor, I thought, please, give me this program. I can run this more efficiently than the federal government, and states, by the way, are proving it. States like Arizona, Rhode Island have taken these Medicaid dollars, have shown they can run these programs more cost effectively. So I want to do those two things. It gets us to a balanced budget with 8 to 10 years. But the military, let's come back to the military, though.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Let's talk about the military.
You should have answered the first question.
No, let me comment to that. The life we are living today must not be faked. Like you, Mr. Barack Obama, you sound like you're smarter with your evil hackers core intel talking rubbish into your brain. John, in his characteristics humanity, was eager to point beyond himself to the Christ means anointed one and Messiah. He did not hesitate to deliver his own discipline for the Lord Jesus. When two of John's disciples, maybe from the Christian headquarters, St. John, began to seek Jesus out there, Jesus took the initiation to invite them into his company. Welcome to people, of course. He did not wait for them to get his attention. Instead, as you do, he met them halfway, like I got the budget of 2023 between January and June. He asked of one of us the same question, knowing fully well that the whole of the 22 trillion is not enough. I have to put it to 25 trillion, but 21 billion, that the 21 billion can go to IMF. And then the lady in IMF can go scot-free out of lifetime imprisonment. What are you searching for, Barack Obama? Did you understand that if I'm not listening to you, then you were telling me that I take bribe from you, of which it's not. Before I let people go, let's hear a big part of your.
Look, Governor Romney's called for $5 trillion of tax cuts that he says he's going to pay for by closing deductions. Now, the math doesn't work, but he continues to claim that he's going to do it. He then wants to spend another $2 trillion on military spending that our military's not asking for. Now, keep in mind that our military spending has gone up every single year that I've been in office. We spend more on our military than the next 10 countries combined. China, Russia, France, the United Kingdom, you name it. Next 10.
Thank you very much. I know you're going to be here very soon. I know you are eager to land on the continent. If you come into a continent like this, the first thing, you go straight to the crown. You prostrate, you greet Your Majesty. You accept Romney as a governor. Finally, in your speech, you must not then walk back, but walk forward. Our students, the day is up. This is a Wednesday between UK and mainland. But I gotta digest all these facts so that we don't take unnecessary issues to King Charles III. Somebody might end in his third mainland bridge, King Charles III mainland bridge. You, Roman High, own bridge if he doesn't respond to this, because it's one of those things that you need to respond to. Students, in your semester 3, on next time, next year, in this this first week, we got it all. It's not 50-50 here. Somebody's winning, Barack Obama, See you in the military.